Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another My NBA 2K18 video with the season winding down in the next couple weeks. Only a few events left. I think it's a good time to talk about My NBA 2K19. What I want to see, I want to hear what you want to see, and hopefully get the discussion going. Maybe we'll get lucky and a dev sees this video and maybe take some of the suggestions into next year. It's probably, I guess, a little late to make drastic improvements in the game because I'm sure the development is pretty much close to being finished since we only have about 6 weeks left until the next game comes out. Early September is about usually when it releases, but I do want to talk about things I want to see added to the game, things that I want to see improved. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this list. This is in no particular order, and actually I've already done this video, which was almost an hour long the first time I did it, and I was like, whoa. Step back, nobody's going to watch an hour-long video, so I'm going to try to make this short, sweet, brief, and to the point. I'm probably going to go over things really fast because there are quite a bit of improvements, and I will be making some references to WWE Supercard just for the simple fact that it's made by the same developer, and I don't want to see a carbon copy of that actual game. But I don't even play wrestling, and I don't even like wrestling, but I like the game mode just because of the way it's set up, the cards and things like that. So I'm going to be making some references to that. If you do enjoy the video, though, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate the support. In the description, I also have a link to the Discord channel. That is where we talk about 2K and get ready for next year. We will be getting ready, setting up some teams and things like that. So go join that, hit that like button, but let's get into this list. Now, this is in no particular order of what I think needs to be changed or what I think needs to be fixed more importantly than others. This is just a compiled list in which I think need to be changed, fixed, improved, things like that. The first thing we're going to talk about is the actual interface in this game. When you log onto 2K, what do you see? Well, the home screen, man, to me, this game just looks absolutely boring from the jump. You log on to it, these little white boxes with pretty pathetic card art, if you ask me. Every single box looks literally exactly the same. Yes, the players are different inside that box, but it has with the white basic font as far as the words go. Quick game head-to-head playoff 2v2 coming soon. I mean, to me, it's just absolutely boring. Like, every time I log onto this, I'm like, oh my god, dude, they need to change this interface. And it's with all of it, you know, with all of the sections. Each one of these, literally each tab looks exactly the same. My card catalog, and deck editor. It just looks boring to me. I don't like looking at this. I don't want to see it, and they need to change it. And same with the actual card store right here. It just, everything looks literally exactly the same. Everything, they just need to fix it. They need to upgrade it. They need to change it. And just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, this is WWE. If you look at the play screen right now, every single tab looks different. King of the Ring looks different than War, looks different than Wild. There is event, an events tab, I guess, on the top right where it says no events right now. That's just because the last one expired. But I mean, look at it. It looks like appealing. Everything looks different, and I don't want it to be a copy of this, but make the tabs look different. That's all I ask. Just make them different, make them more appealing to look at. Each tab looks, Team Battleground looks different than Money in the Bank. The card packs, every single card pack looks different. It's not just the same exact thing, like copy and pasted over each other. So yeah, make the interface different. Next thing we're going to talk about is the game modes, man. We got quick game, head-to-head playoffs, 2v2, and the events. As far as the game modes go, I think there are a lot of adjustments that need to be done. Events usually start for me on Friday at 11 a.m. Obviously, it's different for everybody. They usually don't do flash events early in the season. So when you do events Friday to Sunday, you got that other 5 days in which you're pretty much waiting for events to come, and they need to make that in-between time a little bit more exciting. And right now, there's absolutely almost no point to grind it. It's just pathetic, the game modes that we have right now. Quick game, head-to-head, they need to drop off quick game. There is no reason to have quick game. Head-to-head is a good idea, and they need to have a head-to-head thing. But the problem with head-to-head is that the rewards are terrible. These spinners, which is an amazing idea, I love to be able to get cards like Throwback Thursday, rookie cards, and things like that on the spinner that you can only buy in pack stores and stuff. But the problem is that the spinner rate or spinner drop rate is terrible. 3 years, I have never gotten anything higher than what would be the equivalent of a star spinner. 3 or 4 tiers below the top, and I've made it as high as tier 3 as far as the leaderboard goes. It's just pathetic. Like, the drop rate on these is absolutely pathetic. I would love to see some increased rate of drops for these spinners to make it more exciting. Give you more than 3 refreshes as well. Maybe make it 5. Playoffs, another game mode, needs some drastic improvements. 3 days to play a game mode in which you do absolutely nothing is the most boring thing in the entire world. Each game lasts about 2 hours, 90 minutes in between or so. 3 days to get the whole thing completed, that is just way too long. That's absolutely ridiculous. WWE equivalent takes about a day. You get better rewards. It just goes by faster. It's just the whole system that's set up is nicer. And so I would like to see shorter playoffs. Last year it was seasons, required you to constantly keep up with it, and I don't mind doing that. It makes it a little bit more exciting, but 3 days of it is just way too long. 2v2, another game mode in which you can that I really like. I actually enjoy 2v2. The problem with this is that unless you match up with a person, the game mode is pointless because the AI quits after the first game, and not everybody is going to want to play with another person. Not everybody is going to want to coordinate, send a text message, jump onto the Discord, hey, are you ready to play, and then try to do it 3, 2, 1, go, and then it don't even work. Like, I don't know. If you match up with an AI, they need to make it where it doesn't quit. The AI is already stupid enough, and they throw out cards that don't match with the colors. They just put in the highest card, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them playing like they're stupid, but at least make it to where they last as long as you feel like playing, and not where you quit after the first game. The reward system in this, it could use some improvement. 1 foil card at the very end, and then 1 non-foil card to make it. And I don't necessarily mind that, but they need to make some improvements as far as the AI goes, at least matching up with real life people and getting the AI to stay. Events, on the other hand, this could use some improvement as well, specifically the Raining Threes event. If they do keep this event for next year, they got to fix this game mode. This game mode's been on for 3 months now, and it still has the same bugs and glitches as the very beginning. Most specifically, or most importantly, fix the glitch in which you, when the matchup comes up and it says that one particular card needs offense, you use your offense support, and then you go into the matchup, it switches the offense with another player to defense, completely waste your support card. Sometimes you even lose because of it, and that needs to be fixed. I mean, 3 months now, they still haven't fixed it. That is absolutely terrible. Pathetic support as far as 2K goes. They need to get that fixed. The rest of the game modes, I would like to see more game modes, of course, to change up with the variety. I'm okay with most of them. Maybe Rivals Clash getting more than 2 picks. That is a terrible grind. The rewards of the game modes, I think, are pretty pathetic as well. Besides for the Gauntlet, the rest of them only getting 1 card, sometimes 2, depending on your tier. They need to increase these. Maybe make it like WWE does, in which each game mode has a specific currency. Like events should get a specific currency. 2v2 or playoffs get a specific currency. To show you what I'm talking about right now, this is Money in the Bank, the game mode. If you play this game mode, you get what we call tickets, and these tickets can be used to purchase specific players. I think that is an absolute amazing idea. They need to add that to the events screen, or to the events. if you grind out events, you should get a specific, I guess, point system or something that can be used for special event cards. And you can purchase, you know, any single type of tier that is in the game right now. At least this is the majority of the tiers, and even picks. So you play a specific game mode, you get specific stuff, specific cards related to that game mode. Another one is the PvP system. It is a total different currency, and as you see, the same idea. You have cards that you can purchase, and you can also purchase packs. You know, you earn 2,000, which I have enough right now. I can pick up 5 cards from this game mode, and I think that is an awesome idea. They need to add this system to at least 1 or 2 different types of game modes to make it more of a reason to grind it and other things that you can get than one single card for an entire weekend. I mean, that is absolutely pathetic. I mean, yes, you do get the stuff you pull on the draft board, but you know, you get draft board pulls no matter what game mode you do. They need to just make it to where it's specific to that event. Next thing we're going to talk about is the actual cards themselves. It's only been a few months since I've been playing WWE, and so, you know, after playing that game, man, and seeing the card art, the design, the way the cards look different, and looking at 2K, oh my god, dude, like, these are as a pathetic excuse of a unique card per tier. Literally every single card in this game looks exactly the same. The picture looks different, yes, depending on the player, but the card is literally exactly the same. We have things called abilities right now. We just level up these abilities and put in the card to the card, and the card stats are literally exactly the same for every single person that does this. If you max this Magic Johnson out, max out the focus type, max out the cards, put the level max on there, you know, level 46, the stats are exactly the same for every single person that has Magic Johnson. Now, that might be cool for some people and kind of make it a level playing field, so to speak, but there's no depth to these cards. There is absolutely no depth to them, and I don't know, I want to see something more that can be done to these cards. Now, just to give you an example of what I am talking about, you know, we are looking at one of my cards in WWE right now, and it's kind of like the same idea. You level it up to the level max, but there are other things you can do to change the card stats themselves. And the first thing, as you see in the left column, is the matches. Now, as you go through and play this card in specific game modes, it tallies up a match. As you reach the 10 matches per stat and the 30 and the max, the card gets a boost. If you look at my speed right now, since I reached my 10 match mark, I get plus 230 to my speed. Now, to me, that gives you more of a reason to try to grind this card out. You also get what they call tokens. And as you level up the card, you can add token stats to any specific card stat that you want. And right now I have 3 tokens on power, speed, and charisma, and then also a couple on the ability. This changes the overall card stat. So people that have this Sasha Banks SummerSlam 17 card, it might not be exactly the same. Some of the stats are going to be different, and that is what I call depth in the actual card itself. I do have this card duped over here, or actually a dupe of the card, and you see that this card is completely maxed out, 40 matches on each of them. Look at the card stats for this one, and look at the card stats on the second one. Look, 37,000 power. You look at over on the other one, 36,000 power. Now, some people might not like this, the fact that you can have the same card and still get beat, but I personally like it just because it makes the game more in-depth. I mean, makes it deeper as far as the things that you can do. I can upgrade this card or pro this card right now, but if I do that, I will lose the opportunity on this card, on this Sasha Banks right here, to increase all of the match stats. And, you know, that's like a decision that I have to make. Do I want to grind out and upgrade this card to the max before I pro it, or do I just want to pro it right now? And to me, having that extra depth in the cards itself makes it so much better. Then we're going to talk about the actual card art. I mean, look at the card art of these cards. We have what monster cards look completely different than this beast card, which is a special card. We have SummerSlam right there that looks totally different than this card, WrestleMania. We have ultimate cards, different cards like that. I just love the way that the card art looks. It looks really good. The Titan cards with the gears in the background, I just think it's amazing. Just the card art itself, all the cards look different, each tiers look different. They need to do something different with the cards themselves to distinguish between the tiers, besides for the stupid color. I mean, come on 2K, come on Cat Daddy, I know you can do it because you do it to WWE. Make 2K better for us. Next thing we're going to look at is the ticket store. Now this is very similar to what I was talking about earlier with the events themselves. Each event had a specific currency. Well, in this game right now, the only currency we have is tickets. And you get these tickets by doing either 2v2 or completing tasks in the game. You go to ticket store, the only thing you can buy is 2 separate packs, one Paragon, one Advanced Mission Pack. I like this idea. I think they need to have some sort of currency. Obviously, the addition to a different currency per game mode, but they need to add some stuff to this ticket store. This is absolutely pathetic. The fact that you can only buy 2 single cards in the ticket store. They need to make it to where you can buy specific cards, rotate them maybe once a week, change the cards that you can buy so you can have a choice whether or not you want a random card or you want a pack of cards. Do more than one single card. I mean, if it's going to be Star to Legend, 150 tickets, which takes quite a while to get, do 2 or 3 cards. Even if you have to bump it up to 200 tickets, do a couple different packs, a couple different single players. Just add some stuff to the ticket store. I mean, 2 single packs the entire year is pathetic. To save up 150, to have only one single choice, to get one single card, and half the time at least it is not a legend itself, is very frustrating. They need to fix this ticket store for sure. Now let's look at the pack store itself. Oh my god, this pack store, again, a terrible excuse for a pack store. Now I'm totally on board with 2K making money. They have to make money, and they have to make packs and specific cards to entice people to want to purchase them. I am totally on board with that. I am, you know, like I said, I'm completely okay with it, and I even do it myself. But there needs to be some sort of variety, some sort of other special cards that we can get in this actual game. We have Rookie Stars, Throwback Thursdays, and yeah, what else do we got? Playoff Pack, Elite Card, Team. I mean, I think the variety in which we can get packs is terrible. Star Booster Pack. So for 5,000 tickets right now, you can get 5 star cards. 5,000 ticket or 5,000 credits. Let's look to see how much 5,000 credits cost. That is close to $35, $35, $40. Oh, I guess if you purchase 225s, we're talking about $40. $40 for 5 stars. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, that is, to me, pathetic. Absolute pathetic, money grubbing way to try to get points or credits out of people. Nobody's gonna buy this. Like, take this off. Make it to where it's at least entices people to want to purchase. Why would you purchase a 5,000 credit pack to get 5 stars when you can get, you know, Throwback Thursdays, rookie stars for 1,300 and stuff like that. Just add some more variety to this pack store. Make it reasonable in which we want to purchase packs. Now let's look at WWE's pack store. Now they have packs to where it is as low as 50 credits to purchase it, which is, you know, just for draft picks, which I'm totally fine with, you know, whatever. But the thing I want to show you on this is, look, every 4 hours they have the opportunity for you to get a free pack. A free pack. Now we're going to open this real quick. I know that this isn't 2K, but just to show you what you get when you open these free packs, you get credits. Oh my God. But you believe that idea? They actually give you an opportunity to get free credits. It is only 2, and it's not much, and it's going to take a while to build this up, but at least they give you the opportunity to get some free stuff. They give you, right now, Beach Ball is a specific event going on right now, and then, of course, you have your free card. It's not always the best card. It's not always the worst card. I have actually pulled, I think, as high as the 4th highest tier, 4th or 5th highest tier in this game right now, in this pack opening. And so, yeah, give us some free cards. I mean, even some free credits, even if it's just 2. You do it in WWE, do it in 2K. Come on. Now we're going to talk about the actual cards themselves, the different types of cards. I know a lot of people might not be on board with this. I know I've mentioned before about more tiers, but I personally, and some people said they didn't want that, but I personally want more tiers in this game. The time frame, I guess, between each tier is too long. They need to add more cards. They need to add more card tiers. They need to make it to where it is impossible to grind out and get even if you're the biggest grinder in this game and literally play this game 12 hours a day. They need to make it to where it is literally impossible to collect every single card. I've had some people on my team that have collected every single legend, every single star, every single icon, every single superstar. I mean, there are people on certain teams that have literally collected everything. And it should not be like that. There's no way that you should be able to collect all of this stuff. Let's change the support cards. Oh my God, the way that these support cards look is absolutely terrible. Change it to coaches. Change it to an actual coach. Put in legend coaches, put in historic coaches, put it in coaches whose, I guess, ability changes depending on their coaching style. I mean, just make the support cards more exciting. This is just a circle with a basketball in it. Nobody wants to get support cards. So, you know, put in some coaches. Make it more exciting. Make it to where we want to collect support cards. I want to be able to see where I have my favorite coach on my team and be able to strategize my team based around my coach, depending on, you know, what the coach is actually in there. And then we got what I think is very needed in this game is something to, I guess, influence you to play specific cards. Like in the console version, you have dynamic duos. Well, if I was to put in Magic and Kareem on the same team, why don't I get a boost for them being both Laker players? Or maybe having Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson, they're on the same team. Why not have a specific boost to those particular players? Maybe dynamic duos, dynamic trios, or even have a whole squad. If I want to put an entire team of Phoenix Suns on my team, and even the coach, like, give me a boost for wanting to do that and for actually completing some of these dynamic duos. I think that would be an absolute amazing addition to the game. They do it in the console version. They do it on WWE. Make it to where it's, you know, you need more of a strategy when you play actual events, and that I think would be a very good incorporation of the players and the duos and strategy into one. Now let's talk about the actual types of cards that are in 2K right now. On the draft board, you can only get one specific type of card unless, of course, you have a team perk. And then, of course, in the spinners, you can pull rookie packs or rookie cards, Throwback Thursdays, things like that. But in general, you can only get one type of card on the draft board, and that makes things so very boring. WWE, one of my favorite things about it is this, what they call the fusion chamber. Now you can put in any type of card and upgrade that tier to a card that is better than what would be equivalent to a foil card. Let's say I am WrestleMania 33. I put in specific cards. It gives me a certain amount of points, and then in the end, I can upgrade this card to a special WrestleMania 33. Now, these cards in the Fusion Chamber are a little bit better than the regular cards, and that is an amazing idea. Anybody can have the opportunity to make these special fusion cards and give you better cards, just a way to grind up and get these extra cards. There is also an event right now, I guess I wouldn't call it an event, but a Fusion Chamber event, to where it is summer related. This is where that beach ball came in on that free pack. I put in 8 beach balls and I get a sand castle, and once I get 8 sand castles, I can upgrade that to get a free special summer card. Now to me, that is like the coolest thing in the world. An opportunity to get these special cards that are in any tier all the way up to Goliath, which is the best card in the game, but it has different beach related, summer related card art, and that is awesome. You can't do that in 2K. You can't do anything closer. Speaking of which, where the hell are our summer cards? Like, we didn't even get summer cards for 2K, but here in WWE, anybody who wants to grind the game can get these free special summer cards just by using this Fusion Chamber, and I think that is an absolutely amazing idea. And the last thing about the actual cards themselves is in the event cards, like this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Every single person that got in the top 500 got this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and all the stats are literally exactly the same. But on the other hand, in WWE, depending on your rank, depending on where you finished, that determined what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar you got. And the stats were slightly different depending on the higher tier you got. So if I finished rank 495, I would get a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But if I finished rank 395 or 350 or even 300, the higher rank I got, the stats were just a little bit better. And I think that is amazing. Like, that is a great idea. And in that one, to get the event cards, you don't necessarily have to get top 500. I think it was top 10,000 got an event card, but depending if you are ranked 10,000 or rank 1, the stats were thousands of points apart. But it gave everybody the opportunity to grind out an event card, because people that don't spend money, most of them never get event cards in their entire 2K career. I think this gives the opportunity for some people to get event cards, just not as good as the other event cards where people that spend money and grind the game. I think that's a great idea. Why can't we get something like that in 2K? Alright, so that is my list of all the things that I want to see added to the game. I know there are other things, but these are the things that I thought was the most important, the things that I really wanted. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. If there are things that I've missed, let me know below. I am excited in 6 weeks to get this new 2K19 jumping, and in the Discord, like I said, man, we got like 140, 150. I'm not even sure how many people are over there. But we got a ton of people over there all ready to start this 2K19. If you did enjoy the video, Don't forget again to hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate the support, and I will see y'all in the next video, man. I am out. Peace.